Hello and welcome each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, coach therapist from DCTcentre, and joining me today is Maria, a lovely medium, psychic, and Reiki master, and lots more things, which one you already heard last week, and maybe she will tell something more about her work today. Hello, Maria.
Hiya, hello.
Before we start, I just want to remind our viewers that we're both taking in private clients. I'm taking in private clients for coaching and therapy, and I'm using EFT, Reiki, and access bars, psychotherapy, hypnotherapy. In my work, that's quite big toolkit as well. And if you are down stressed, please contact me. And Maria is taking in for lots of Reiki work, money, honey work, and all rest of works. What is on her website? Her website details, everything is below the video. Hello, Maria, and how do you think we will start? At the moment, nobody is joining us yet.
That's okay. We'll start. I picked a card for us first. I picked an animal card for us just while we were coming on air. And we got Pegasus, the dreamer. So Pegasus, the dreamer. And I'm going to just read. This is for the group today. This is for anybody who sees this, who joins us, anybody who looks on YouTube later and finds it. So this is a card for anybody who's here. And it says, to fly among the clouds, this is the power of freedom that Pegasus releases in us. This magnificent creature comes to us in times of greatest need to lift us above the ordinary and to take us to places extraordinary. Go beyond your perceived limitations and open your heart to your dreams. How wonderful is that? That is so apt for where we are in the world, isn't it, at the moment? Everybody needs lifting up. Everybody needs to rise and be a Pegasus.
Yeah, exactly. And so actually it's very nicely, this message very nicely leads what I want to talk about, money, honey, experience on Maria's course I take this week. I take money, honey course from Maria. That's 3-hour course. And to change your mindset, maybe tell more yourself about your course and then I tell my experience.
Okay, I will do that. So I've done a course for a good amount of years now. I have done this course and it's called Meeting Your Money Honey. So within the 3 hours, what we do is it's a bit like finding your subconscious memories about blocks that block you from having abundance. Love and money are exactly the same thing. So if you're not great in your love life, you're not great with your money either. They're both quite similar and they both work together. So in this course, we look at the money, but both can get fixed at the same time. So we look at all the blocks, everything that's blocked you from believing that you can have abundance. And then we find your money monster. And when we find your money monster, we dump them, we get rid of them, and we dump them good and proper. And then we go in and we meet your money honey. Now, everybody's money honey is completely different and completely special to that person. And when you meet your money honey, you actually fall in love with them. So it's a different way of looking at money. And you have and build a relationship with them that helps you to have abundance in your life and make your dreams come true. And it has worked. I've got many feedback from people, and it's something that works really well. So how did it work for you?
Yeah, it was It was quite an experience, I can tell you that, because my money monster didn't want go away at all. He was very happy stay with me. And when he walked away, he was very upset. So that was like quite difficult get rid of him. But if I before was telling people, I think previous show, I was telling people I'm scared where I am, and God knows how it will be for first time on God's payroll and everything. Then over this week, I have one beautiful soul who actually is willing to give me huge present for my work, huge, which one will help me far in my work and healing work. Also, I had offer from my 3D job to get redundancy. I'm, like I said before, I'm leaving my 3D world behind, and I just resign, but there is coming up redundancies in that place, so I was included in application of this redundancy. And before I meet my money honey, I actually was happy to take with both hands whatever it takes. I'm taking it and grabbing it. So I get to this meeting, and in the meeting was not really 100% yes, if you do this and one more thing more, there is total disclosures, there is meetings, there is lots of discussions, lots of also coming back to work, which one I already left behind. So lots of different things, lots of different hoops I have to jump over to might get this set amount of money for that. And it's another 4 months delay in my work, what I'm doing now. So after consideration with my partner for, let's say 5 minutes, because he came back from work and he already had this answer, and I, over the time when I wait for him to come back to work and chat with him, I had this answer ready as well. So we both been prepared such for like quite long discussion about these things, but it's was 5 minutes and we've been done with it, and decision was made. So I said no for that, and I totally stepped away from 3D world and all ties which keeps me in 3D world. So I'm taking leap of faith, and I am officially on God's payroll. And yeah, and I'm happy, and I'm calm and happy, and I don't even for 1 minute thinking something like I'm losing something, or I know I have to do this to get this money. I'm somehow have complete knowingness in me. I be fine. I be fine doing what God, what universe wants from me. I be fine. So with this, I was able to do it. And that's thank you to Maria, because I, on my own, when I was week ago, I won't be able to do that. I probably will go 4 months back to that place and keep doing everything what I need to get it. Yes. So, okay. I think we stop boring people with my explanation about my experience. I can talk for long.
Can I just ask you? Can I just ask a question about that? So last week you said you were scared, and I said, "Well, when we do this, you won't be scared." Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you feel like doing the money honey and then talking. Did you talk to your money honey before your partner? And tell
Yes.
me what the money honey said.
Okay, you want me to disclose more and more about myself in the public? No, because
tell me what the money honey said. Did they say?
Yeah.
Did they say don't go for it?
Yes, I actually can tell everyone now. I'm starting automatic writing. So in automatic writing, I ask money honey to come to me and actually speak to me about this decision and what I want to do, and she was telling me, you will be fine, you don't need this, you will be fine, you have to do what you need to do, you know what you need to do, so you know in your heart. So I'm so glad I listened to money honey. I'm so glad I listened to my inner voice, and I do not have regrets even for a minute. Also, I don't have this stress in me. Wow, how I will survive. I know I will survive. So yeah, that's my experience, and I think I will in time I will take up all Maria's courses to actually tell you firsthand how all those courses felt for me, and invite you to do it. And everybody who struggles with money, everybody who struggles with love life, please consider speak to Maria and book this course. It's brilliant. Your mindset will change literally in 3 hours. From scared and feeling about you can get only leftovers of life, you actually manage to be, no, I'm worth it to get much more, yeah. And things which came up in this way to meet this money monster, I think I never ever even thought myself, I never ever get this connection so far and deep. Yeah.
So brilliant, it's worked. And it'll keep on working, it'll keep on giving, it'll keep on working. So
I'm absolute sure of that.
Yeah.
So let's maybe, because we don't have any viewers, and it's definitely my fault because I was managing, not really my fault. My new bosses give me day off from computers. I remember when you were telling on first show that your bosses is very good. They give you two days off a week, yeah. So they decided to give me first day off, and my first day off was internet down, and I cannot do anything on internet for 1.5 days.
Yeah.
So I get completely change of everything. This 1.5 days delay everything because I wanted our posters to be up and we both can share with people and with our audience and advertise more, but it is how it is. It's probably had to be like that. So
yeah.
Okay, my first question I put together because it's new show. People haven't sent questions to me for this show yet, and nobody will knows from my viewers. Nobody really knows about us and don't send questions. So I've been putting together few questions myself, which one I think be of interest of quite many people.
Okay.
And at the moment, first question what I put together is about what angels can tell us about Queen Ramona di Dullo of Kingdom of Canada. Is she good or bad? And does she has any real authority?
Oh, you stay in the news line then. I don't even know who she is.
I do not stay in a news line as such. I never watch TV for about two years now, but I am in a new group, Humani Pro. And in this Humani Pro Telegram group, I'm getting from this group lots of messages on a Telegram.
Okay.
And I'm keeping up with those messages. So also I'm putting on my Telegram lots of things. So there I'm getting that on a Telegram and on YouTube. She is very big at the moment, and people following her.
So I don't know, which is really good because I don't know anything about her, never even heard of her, have no idea. So we'll ask the cards.
Yeah.
So what do we want the cards to reveal about? What's her name? Queen?
She is Queen Romana Di Dulo of Kingdom of Canada. She is actually telling everybody that she is the real boss and real leader of Canada now, put in from Alliance.
Okay, don't tell me, because we'll look at the cards and we'll see what they say, and then you can tell me, because I have no idea who she is. So I want you to pick number 1, 2, or 3.
1.
Okay. And then, because there's so many cards here, I don't want to do that much. 1, 2, or 3 again.
3.
Okay. Have a little faith. Is she a lady of faith?
She definitely looks like, and she definitely looks real.
She's the fairy of naughtiness.
Could be.
Fairy of naughtiness. I can't get used to this. It's backwards.
I have 1 minute backwards is one thing, but I think why you are. Oh no, this one doesn't work for us.
No, let's leave it.
Let's leave like
this.
Go
over here. That's it. Fairy of naughtiness. So that's saying that she has faith. She believes this herself, but she's the fairy of naughtiness. There's a paradox. So to remember, the paradox is it works both ways. It can be good and it can be bad. Let's see what the paradox with it is. Lady of joy. Okay. So is she a happy lady? Does she?
She is very happy lady, and she is bringing to all her followers lots of positiveness.
Okay, so that's what she's doing. So she's got a good energy about her. She's got a good energy. Yeah. She is a little bit naughty as well. Don't know why yet, but there's 2 sides to her. There's 2 sides to her. We've got the green man, so we don't know what's happening in her life. Is there somebody she's is there somebody who she's bringing down a little bit? A man, a masculine energy.
It could be because this Prime Minister of Canada is, of course, completely different deep state person. So she is like now fighting with him.
Okay, so she's up against this green man. She's up against this green man. Now, when I get the green man, it's usually somebody who's got some kind of addiction. It's usually somebody who, and we can be addicted to anything, can't we? Food, alcohol, drugs, power, anything. So this is somebody who's addicted to something. It could be control, it could be power. People are in 2 minds about it, and she is in 2 minds about it. This lady is in 2 minds about it, and I'll explain what that means. So if you're on one path, you go straight to it, a bit like the money, honey. If you're on 2 paths, you're going this way and you're one going that way. Okay, the one with the fear and the emotions in it is the one that you will attract to you. So she has some fear and she has some emotions in there that will attract the negative to her because she has some fear. Whereas if she gets onto one path with it, the advice for this lady is get onto in one mind with it and go for it. So she gets onto one mind with it and goes for it. She's got some of her own issues to work through to stop her, to help her move forward. She could go far with it. She could go far with it.
It feels like she is really increasing her followers, increasing her power at the moment, and very possibly fighting her own battles inside her, which one we don't know.
Yeah. And that's what the cards are saying, that she have some issues and battles of her own that she needs to conquer first, and then she will go far. But she needs to come to, because we all have to look at our own stuff first, don't we?
Yeah.
Fight our own battles, look at our own stuff, and then move forward.
Yeah, and we have first guy, actually not even lady, what I was expecting. Some lady first will be on our show, but we have Igor and Inga now appear to
That's
here.
lovely.
So welcome, guys. You please send me your questions, and we will be very happy to answer live your questions. So if you want to meet your past relatives, or if you want to answer any questions, please send us questions on no, how you explain what it is on a comment, on the comments. Please put your questions on the comments. That's how it goes. Okay, while you're thinking about your questions, I have another question. Oh, yeah, but you didn't answer one thing. You didn't answer. Does she has any real authority?
I did answer it if you listen. I said if she deals with her own battles and her own demons and gets onto one mind, she has, and she will go really far. But if she doesn't, she won't. So that is the answer. That's the answer to the question. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't listen. Sorry. Bad me. Okay. Lots of psychics, tarot readers, truthers on YouTube talking about something big that will happen in April. What spirit world wants us to know about April, and what could or could not happen in April?
Okay. I'm using my mediumship spray to clear the cards because it's a different question. So we want a different energy in it, don't we? So I always clear in between. So you want to know what's going to happen in April. I don't know if they could be that specific, but we will ask. 1, 2, or 3?
2.
Okay. So I'm going to invite our spirit world in to come and work with us for the highest good of everybody here. So the question is, what is the big thing that people are talking about that's going to happen in April? I mean, there's big things happening in our world all the time, isn't there?
Yeah, but at the moment, for some reason, lots of truthers, tarot readers is talking about something big happening in April, and apparently astrologers as well talking about stars and how they realign. So maybe
I don't know if the cards can tell us that, but we'll see. We've got Queen of Hearth and Home, so something's going to happen in our home. And I expect they mean Earth when they mean our home. Okay, we've got that. And hope, which is going to bring us hope. We're going to see something. Something's going to happen that's going to bring hope to our Earth. Hope to the world. I mean, let's face it, that's what we need, isn't it? Some hope in our world. Change is happening. The shapeshifter. Change is happening. There's going to be a big change. There's definitely going to be a big change. I have negative energy. There's a lot of negative energy in the world at the moment, and it's happening everywhere, isn't it? It's happening in our own private lives, and it's happening has communities, and it's just everywhere. So there's a lot of negativity and a lot of PTSD because of what we've gone through in the world, because of COVID and because of Russia and what's happening there in the Ukraine and terrible things. So,
and how many, sorry, I interrupted you, but how many people actually at the moment is frightened about my family who is in Latvia is literally frightened now, and they don't know they have to leave everything and come to me to England while they can, or what will happen and how will happen. Everybody there is very frightened, and mass media is on all the time, constantly feeding this fear.
And we're feeding it with ourselves, because we are making it bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just like a ball rolling down and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so something has to happen in our world to stop that. Okay, we've got the fairy of naughtiness. That's the media, isn't it? With all the stuff that they're coming up with. It's not just the media, it's what we see on social networks and stuff, people photoshopping things and putting false stuff up there. It's all of everything, absolutely everything. The paradox is, so it's a paradox again, which, remember, the paradox is it can be two ways, two-faced. That it's going to be joyful for us. We've got the Lady of Joy. It's going to bring us hope. It's going to bring us joy, which is what we've lost in our world. Isn't it? The Green Man again, which is about addictions and about power, people who are full of power and want more power, and about the ego. It's just about the ego. And I think we're going to come to a part where our egos are going to change and we're going to become more community based and get more into, we're on two minds at the moment, get more as one people. If we're as one people, we're all one people. Rather than being divided, because what's happening is they're trying to divide us. That's what is happening. And so it feels like something's going to happen that's going to give us hope, give us joy for the future, and that the egos and the power are going to lose. And the world is going to become more community-based. I doubt if it will all happen in April, but it might be the beginning of it. We've got the Smiths, which is about training each other, how to be with each other, how to live in a love-based world rather than an ego-based world.
And how to work together with each other, not against each other, not comparing to each other. We all taking as a competition. God help if somebody is better than us, or more successful, or get more money, so that's all how people at the moment is thinking, most of it.
But that's not who we are, is it? That's ego. That's not who we are as people. Not really. It's what we've been fed. It's what we've been fed, and we need to let go of some of that so that we need to love each other. We need to take care of each other. We need to realize that if we're hurting another human being, we're actually hurting ourselves as well, because we're all one. And the power needs to change. But the people can do that. We can do that. If we all got to, my little boy, right, long time ago, very young, before he was just in primary school, he said to me one day, "Do you know what, Mummy? If this field was full of buttercups and we wanted them to grow really, really tall, all we'd have to do is the whole world would get together and pray for the buttercups to grow really, really tall. And you know what? They would grow really, really tall. So this is a little child has that intention. And you know what? It's so true. We need to get together as a whole people, and we can do anything.
Yeah.
Get on one page with it. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
And we have our first question from comments. And that's question from Lila. Am I working in space when I sleep?
Ooh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? So let me get a spray to spray the cards so that the question's not. And this one we have Lily of the Valley, which is about peace and serenity. This one smells lovely. It smells like cloves. Like,
wow.
You know, when you have the cloves and the apple pie, it smells like that.
Yeah.
It's lovely. So, are you working Wilder? Is it Wilder?
It's Lila.
Lila. So
Lila. Laila. Lila.
Okay, so Lila. Is Lila working in space when she's sleeping? Is that the question, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Can Lila pick a number between 1, 2, and 3? Let her pick a number.
I don't think so. But let's see. Probably I have to pick for her.
Okay.
At the moment, there is no any other comments.
That's okay. It's okay. We'll use this.
3. Lila is responding. 3.
I knew she would. I knew she could.
Lila is responding. It's 3.
Okay. So Lila, this is what you picked. You're fixing things. We've got the fixer. You're a little bit of a fixer, Lila. So when you're sleeping, you're the Lady of Unicorns, a Lady of Magic. Okay. So you're the Lady of Magic, and you've been doing this for a long time. You actually have been doing this for a long time. And so when you're sleeping, you're fixing things. So if you're dreaming that you're going into space and you're dreaming of that, then that's actually what you're doing. You're actually really doing that. And you're doing that because you want to fix things. You've had some grief in your life. I've got the Lady of Sorrows. And there's stuff that you're in two minds about. The stuff that you're in two minds about. So you need to get on one page with this and trust that what is happening when you're sleeping is the truth, and begin to write down what you get and begin to work on that. Let's see what Spirit have to say. So they're saying yes. They're saying yes. Okay. The paradoxes. We're getting the paradox all day today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Let's see what the paradox is, Lady of Joy. It brings you joy. You bring joy to the world. That's why you're doing it. You're bringing joy to the world because you know what it's like not to have joy. And what you're doing is bringing the joy to the world. Okay. The green man, the ego, that's not you. That's what you're trying to get rid of in the world. That makes sense. Yeah. The greed. Change is happening, and you're part of that change. You can help bring that change in. So the answer to the question, even though I've gone the long way around it, is yes. That's what you're doing.
Okay. Please, our viewers, keep sending your questions. Obviously, questions what you are sending is our priority. My questions can wait. So, because there is no any other questions yet, I'm asking mine. Really, it's not my question, but I put together some questions which people I think people will want to know anyway. What cards want to say about situation in Poland and future for next 3 months?
Okay.
And Lila is saying thank you to you, Maria.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's been a pleasure. Have some more spray. It's Lily of the Valley again.
And everybody who is asking questions on live, we would kindly ask us if you can send us some tip in our tip jar, small tip, but only if you can afford. Do not put any pressure. We will answer your questions for free, but if you can afford and if you're generous and you think we actually deserve, then we will be very kindly having your coffees and cakes in our tip jar, and all will be shared between us. So
Daiga, 1, 2, or 3?
1.
Okay. And the question again was Poland?
What cards want to say about situation in Poland and future in 3 months? Poland's future in 3 months.
In 3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll ask Spirit. We'll ask Spirit to come in and let us know about what's going on in the situation and what's going to happen in 3 months. Training needs to happen. We've got the Smith. This is about training. So, because I don't watch the news or have anything to do with it, I don't even know what's happening in Poland either. So, but there's some kind of training that needs to happen. Okay. There's somebody who's saying one thing and doing another. So
it's probably government.
Okay, so government is saying one thing but doing another. Their actions and the words are not matching up. So there's some training that needs to happen within that. Okay. Which there's a remembrance of something that happened in Poland before. I don't know this, so maybe you can help me out with this, but something happened in Poland before. I don't know.
I think we get to this place where we're talking about Ukraine and where we're talking about Poland in that way, because what happened in past obviously happened war in the past, and I think now when all this is going on in Ukraine, Polish feel this past is coming back.
That's what I'm getting. They feel frightened. There's a fear there that the past
because
is
that's very close to their home.
Yeah, and this is PTSD. This is what this is about. This is trauma that's happened before, and they're worried about it. They're worried about it returning. Okay, they're worried about it returning. They need to stop dreaming about that, because that's what we're putting. If that's what we put out in the world, then that's what can happen. So what Spirit are saying is they're very frightened at the moment. Everybody's very frightened at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But if we can look past that and send out for peace, then that's what will happen. The more people that can send out for peace and love, then that we've got the power. The government really haven't got the power, although they think they have, and we think they have. It's actually the people who've got the power, just like the field of buttercups. If we only believed it, then that would work. So let's see. So there's a lot of, exhaustion. They're exhausted with it all, yeah? And I think that's fair enough, isn't it? That's what trauma causes, lots of exhaustion.
I think it's fair enough, actually, not only Poland, but for everyone, because we've been through already nearly 2 years with all this shenanigans about what we've been through, lockdowns and all the rest of it, and now it's coming another shock wave, but
Daiga, look what we've got. We've got the gift. So we need to take this gift in our hands and realize that we have the power. Remember, we talked about the power. We have the power as people to send them peace vibes out there. We have that power to do that. We're coming into the new ascension. We're coming into healing of our world. And there's always the storms that happen before the calm, and that's what it is. But what Spirit is saying is, if we can hold on and we can send that peace out, get back to a time before the trauma, when we felt like we could conquer the world in a different kind of conquer, but with love. So that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. We have it again. They're in two minds. If everybody can get into one mind slot, then we can sort it. Is that
again? It's all power in our own hands.
Yep.
Okay, we don't have any more yet questions from viewers. So next question would be: we hear that in America few people are getting unexpected amounts of money in their bank accounts, as supposedly QFS is starting there. And my question is, will we see QFS starting in England in next 3 months?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. QFS is quantum financial system, which one at the moment all truthers is telling us it's coming. All truther tarot card readers is telling, and most popular ones is telling it's coming. It's actually underneath already everything. Surface what we see in the world, underneath that is coming this completely new quantum system with all changes which will happen for humanity for the good.
Okay. So, yeah, I feel like that is true, but I feel differently about it. So I feel like we're coming into ascension. We're coming into a different way of living. That's what's happening with our world. And the underneath stuff will continue to carry on until we all get onto one page and we all decide that we want a better world. It's still about us having the power rather than things happening underneath. It's us realizing that we've got the power. So I'm going to answer your question. The one card that got left behind was the Smith, which is about training. Training to get onto a different mind about it. Training to not do the fear mongering, yeah? Training to bring them thoughts of peace and kindness and taking care of each other. And governments are going to fall. There's no doubt about it. Things are going to happen that we know are going to happen, but it's how we handle them that makes a difference, isn't it? How we handle them, that makes the difference. So in answer to your question, let's see what spirits say. Cut ties. This is the hero. Be your own hero. Cut ties with things that no longer serve you. And as you cut ties with things that no longer serve you, the wisdom comes in, the owl. I can't read you, the owl, which is the wisdom. So the wisdom comes in, and then change can happen. But change can't happen if we keep getting back to the old, listening to everybody as well. You know, we have to have our own intuition, our own gut about it. What's real and what's not real, we don't know anymore, do we?
I think as more people are listening to so many different channels, it's actually getting more and more confusing.
Yeah.
You need answers is all in us, really.
Yeah.
We have to connect to our inner selves. We have to, if you cannot connect yet, then ask help from Maria, ask help from myself. We are happy here to help, and you can book private sessions with either of us, and we are happy for you to help and bring you this inner knowing. Because as you reach this place of inner knowing, it's like doesn't matter what somebody is telling on TV or your friends or parents or whatever. That doesn't matter what somebody is telling you. Know this inner feeling you have, and you know what is right and what is wrong for you. Yeah. So yeah, you are the bosses of yourself. You are the, and I'm in a group of Humani Pro, and there this lady who actually started all this group, she is telling that we are kings and queens of our projects, of our life.
Yeah.
We are, I looking something different. I'm teaching my clients that everybody of us have little piece of God in us. And I identify in my logo, I'm identify as you are shell, but in this shell is little pearl. And I'm helping to open this shell and let you shine. Yeah. So everybody can tell. Doesn't matter how you explaining for yourself and how this makes sense of you for you, but the wording doesn't matter. But the meaning is absolutely the same. We are the ones who create our future and our life. Yes.
So, have we got any questions?
Okay, next one question. We don't have sadly our viewers is not very keen on questioning.
Can I suggest something, Dega?
Okay.
Can I suggest
Yes.
we ask Spirit to give us what's most needed for everybody who sees this?
Okay.
And we do a reading. I'll do a reading with Spirit coming in and telling us what's most needed at this moment in time.
Yes.
For
Brilliant.
everybody who watches, yeah?
Yes,
okay.
Brilliant.
Okay, so we do our spray, working with communication with spirit guides and loved ones. We'll have that one and let them come in. We haven't had any orbs today, have we?
No.
We had orbs last week.
I missed them. Let's say hello. Please say hello to us.
So we're going to be working with our loved ones and spirit world and spirit team. So maybe they'll bring in
and those who are watching us today, please look out, because orbs will fly. I hope they will fly. In a previous show, in our first show, about 3 times in our show, we had absolutely visible orbs flying. So very possibly they will appear.
So we're going to let Spirit do this reading. And hopefully with our viewers, when they have a look back or they look in the future, they will get, it will be relevant to them. So 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Okay. So I'm going to do a full reading on it, right?
Okay, we have plenty of time.
Lovely. The Queen of the Golden Bow. This card is about ascension. It's about moving into the golden energy. This is wonderful. It's about moving into the golden energy. There's 144,000 people who are here on earth at this moment in time, who their whole purpose is to come in and bring about the change in our world, to wake people up to come to ascension. This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. So our viewers, you're probably one of the 144,000 people who are here for Ascension. Now, Ascension's not going to be too long. They say 11 more years and we're going to reach Ascension. So it's not a long time. So we're going to see it in our lifetime. We're definitely going to see it in our lifetime. We've got the Sorcerer, okay? So this is about people trying to, or energies trying to stop us reaching humanity, reaching ascension, reaching the community-based living, the love-based living. It's about the change, trying to stop the change, but we have speakers of truth. We have speakers of truth. So the speakers, the 144,000 are the speakers of truth who are beginning to help people wake up. They're beginning, and it's a positive. So we have very positive. It's a very positive time. Although it feels negative, lots of things are happening. It's still a very, very positive time. We have Tink. When we get Tink, this is me, Tinkerbell. My husband calls me Tinks. This is me with hands on hips telling you off. What am I telling you off for? What do we need to tell us all off for, including me? Because it's a Queen of Passage. It's been happening for a long, 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 long time. Too long. We've lived like this for too long. It's brought great sorrow to our world. Great grief and great sorrow to our world. And we cannot keep going on like this with hurt and pain and everything that's happening. But we've got the shapeshifter, which is about change. We're moving into change. The negative energies will not win. They won't win. But we have the power. We, like you said, have to be our own queens, kings and queens. Let's put our crowns on. Let's do what we came here to do. Let's be the ladies and gentlemen of magic. The lady of the unicorns. Let's do that. Okay, and the lady of the leprechauns, it's about doing what you love doing and getting paid really well for it. A little bit like what you've done this week, realizing that the 9 to 5, the jobs that we're in, that maybe they're not right for us. Our passion that's inside is what we need to do as people. We spend most of our life working. We need to start working with what we love doing. And we deserve abundance and to get paid really well for it. That's what we deserve. So we are the magicians. So everybody, you are the magicians. That means you can succeed at absolutely everything if you can conquer your self-doubt. That's what it's about. Conquering the messages that are inside, changing the story. The song is about changing the story. We live stories over and over again. It's about changing them stories. And we have gifts. We have gifts to move forward in it. They're there, they're with us. And the maiden is about strength with each other. Okay, not in two minds, get on one mind about it. Do you know what? There's lots of trauma, lots of stuff that happened in our world. We need to heal it. It's about healing and moving forward. Returning to a place of peace and love and kindness. That's what Ascension and the new golden energy is about. How about that? Will that do?
It's great. I think it was very great reading for everybody who is watching now and for everybody. We have at the moment watching us 3 people, and do you still, those who is watching us live, do you still have another question for us? If you don't put anything in comment box, that means you probably don't have any questions at the moment. So our next live show will be on Thursday, 17th of March at 7 o'clock evening. So hopefully for people will be much easier to attend our show. Also, you can send me your questions for next show, or you can get prepared and come on live show and send us questions in the comment box. Is there anything else you want to tell our viewers, Maria, today?
I don't think so. I think we've said quite a lot, haven't we, really?
I think we covered...
Sorry, go on.
I think we covered quite a lot, and I think those who come to show just now need to go. Quick one. Lila is asking another quick question. Is there love for me in a soonest future?
So say that again.
Lila is asking, quick one, is there love for me in a soonest future?
Okay, let's have a little look. clear the cards first. 1, 2, or 3? Can she tell me?
Laila, tell please us 1, 2, or 3. Laila, we're waiting for your response. 1, 2, or 3.
There's little delay. That's okay.
Do I have to choose?
Yeah.
Laila, I have to choose. So I will choose, Laila. Hope it's right. I try connect with you. Hope it's right. 3, she answered. See?
That's good, because that's what I had in my hand.
I would say, Laila, I would say 3 as well. So yeah. I would be right. So
we're on the same page. Laila, strong lady, strong person. You have come through a lot. Yeah, more than people would believe or know. You have got such great strength. That's what Spirit is showing. You're the star fairy. Okay, shine your light. Shine your light. And the answer to your question is joy for your future. This is in love. Remember, this is about love. So there'll be joy for your future. You're going to have a gift. A gift is going to come to you. So in your love life, there is a gift waiting for you. The gift is waiting for you. Back to a time, the maiden, where you felt strong and you felt like you could conquer the world and you felt good about yourself. Get back to that, and then you will meet your love, or you will be with your love. So yes. That's looking like the answer is yes. I hope that's okay.
Okay, thank you very much to everybody. Somebody else came to us. Thank you everybody for watching our live show. Laila sent us love hearts.
Thank you very much. That's lovely. We love hearts.
So yes, we love it. Thank you very much for everybody who joined us live. Next live show will be on the 17th of March. That's Thursday, next Thursday, 7 o'clock evening. And please get your questions prepared, or you can send your questions to me. Also, if you are able to give us a small tip in our tip jar for our work, we would really appreciate, because both of us is on God's payroll, and I'm on God's payroll officially now. So we will all tip jar PayPal link is down below, and all your tips will be shared between us equally. So thank you very much everybody who is watching and who will watch in the future. And see you on the next show next week, 17th of March, 7 o'clock. And from our hearts to yours, thank you very much and God bless.